I'm sure Elizabeth Banks would love nothing more than to have her reputation be built in a more serviceable direction on notoriety, given that Charlie's Angels, box office-wise, and I think audience engagement-wise, was a bit of a flop. And I've seen the movie. I do think it's a bit mediocre, admittedly. But I like Elizabeth Banks as an entertainer, and I do hope, that she gets a better rap, if she can demonstrate that. And I think we're starting to see a bit of a breath of that, perhaps, with Cocaine Bear. At the very least, we've seen the first trailer. Now, a trailer only tells you so much. We probably have to wait in terms of final response and, of course, subjective opinion when you go and watch the movie for yourself. But I really liked the first trailer for Cocaine Bear, and I think a lot of people did. At least I've seen a couple of her videos and coverage of whatever people have thought of the movie, and the trailer was quite engaging. I'd not heard of the story before. Apparently, it is based on a true story, or at least a foundational one, that a bear ate a lot of cocaine. And this bear, this is more of, I guess, a fictionalized adaptation, but this bear goes nuts. And it's kind of funny, admittedly. And there's so many casting draws. Kerry Russell's in this, Jesse Tyler Ferguson, Alden Ehrenreich. I love watching him. That girl from The Turning, I didn't like the movie. I thought the movie was kind of pointless, but the girl, I forget the actress' name. Is it Brooklyn something? That might not be. I might have that wrong. She's in the movie. I thought she was good there in terms of casting, and she's in this film. I'm excited. I think it looks pretty good. I'm excited to engage with it, even if maybe the film is a bit clunky or bad. Hopefully not. I think the trailer alluded to a very promising experience. One that's really fun, with a lot of bear savagery, with a comical twist. And though we might not have another trailer yet, I forget when it comes out. February. That's coming out really fast, like a couple weeks. We might only just get one trailer then. I'm so excited for it, though. I'm game. I want to see anything I can, really. And, for some of you who follow this channel, I like to take a look at behind-the-scenes stuff. I like to get a perspective on the project to give a better reference to where it's deserved. And I tend to consult featurettes a lot. Not everybody does. I understand that. And I do understand perhaps these videos don't tend to do as well, in figures. It's more so people take a priority lens on trailers more than they do the behind-the-scenes stuff. But I like to review projects, like I said, that express some competence. And I think for Elizabeth Banks' gratitude, this project at the very least demonstrates an illusion of that. Let's see if the featurette can keep up that first level of enjoyment. But I really did appreciate the first trailer for Cocaine Bear. I thought in terms of a spring release, or winter, coming to spring, I thought it was quite fun for a suspenseful thriller ride with a lot of fun to be had with a drugged out bear. Anyway, poor guy. Here we go. I still can't believe that happened in real life.
He's gonna f some people up.
Yeah, that's true. For our enjoyment.
When I first heard about
O'Shea Jackson Jr., her never named. So again, some names I forgot.
A bear?
Cocaine?
The cocaine bear.
It's a comedy, but scary.
We have such good luck in nature.
It's so out there and bizarre, and the real story is out of control.
Millions of dollars worth of cocaine.
And they took some liberty with this one, substantially.
This notorious drug runner.
He threw bags of cocaine.
Oh yes, this was
the Appalachian Mountains. The drug dealer.
Last performance, I forget the actor's name.
What found it first was a black bear.
And Phil Lord, Chris Miller are behind this too.
And the bear had consumed 70 pounds of cocaine. And what happens when all these characters come together in the Chattahoochee Forest?
That bag's worth $14 million.
I'm looking for my daughter.
Bears are very peaceful creatures.
You're safe. Bears can't climb trees.
Of course they can.
Horror and comedy are like two sides of the same coin.
I'd love to not remember that. But it kind of seems like the thing that stays with a man forever.
I essentially make comedies and I put them inside of other movies. And this is a comedy inside of a horror movie.
I don't like this. Please stop.
I hope it's good.
Times to work for actors turned
because I think back to Charlie's Angels, I'm like, it really wasn't that funny.
She loves improvisation, and she has this unique feel of what is funny.
If it was trying to be funny, it just came across as overly serious.
Cocaine. A bear did cocaine.
This is exactly what I think would happen if a bear was on cocaine.
There you go, girl. Yeah.
The bear.
It loves cocaine.
Why are you shooting at me?
Elizabeth Banks is not proof enough for you, and again, you might be basing it on efficacy. Even I'm kind of like, well, keep a retainer on that enthusiasm, right? Given past performance. Again, like I said, Charlie's Angels, not that rewarding of an experience, to be honest with you. I can default on Phil Lord and Chris Miller being a part of this, and I absolutely love them as filmmakers. I think they're excellent writers, especially in the comedy space. I sure hope for the best. I think the trailers have teased as much. I think the featurette keeps that momentum up quite well. It looks like a fun horror comedy experience. It was more a thriller movie, thriller comedy experience. Of a horror for the people that would be in that situation. And the bear. Again, 70 pounds, so they said, of drugs. Poor thing. That's animal cruelty. I think that was probably by mistake. And hopefully no one fed drugs to the bear. I mean, that'd be bad. I mean, where's PETA then? It looks funny to me. I mean, I from everything I saw, other people were impressed as well. Pretty much all the responses I've seen have been positive. It looks good. I just, again, hope that Elizabeth Banks being in the principal role here, in directorship of the movie, right? Oh no, she's not. She's the lead producer? I think, what capacity was she in with this movie? I forget. Well, that explains. I'm looking at the wrong movie. I'm looking at the one next I'm going to consult, most likely. Cocaine Bear. No wonder she didn't pop up for the film. I have pulled up. Yeah, Elizabeth Banks. She's a director. I hope she can demonstrate her talents better here than she has in ever work. Because I think with Cocaine Bear, she has a much better opportunity. And what she was saying about blending comedy with other genres, maybe it just wasn't a good fit with Charlie's Angels. I think the overall... I think that film was misguided by ambition. On part, she tried to make a very feminist-centric spy movie. And it came across as not very engaging to the male audience, number one, but extremely typical to other spy fare that just felt so average in its performance. I mean, I'm trying to be fair here. The film in itself, I just didn't find it very appealing. I'm like, I can go watch another movie with a little more competence, and it's basically the same film, just lesser tier. But maybe it's just like, bad fit, or not a good project in scope. Cocaine Bear looks better, and people have creatively woven in, comedy into the thriller horror scene. Look at Jordan Peele. He's done that quite well. Maybe Elizabeth Banks can follow in his footsteps. I mean, Cocaine Bear is, I think, admittedly a bit bizarre, and we all kind of see it as a bit of a satire, whereas Jordan Peele's movies are a bit more contemplative. Not to disrespect in any way, that's just the aspects of his pictures. I hope Cocaine Bear is fun. At the very least, it seems like entertaining popcorn fare for the wintertime season. What are your guys' thoughts of Cocaine Bear? I mean, I see it more as like a spring-summer movie, to be honest with you. They have so many weird movies coming out at different... not weird movies, but the release dates don't make sense with the pictures. I mean, they got so many in March coming out, and like, so many of these feel like summer movies to me, or fall movies, and they just don't feel like a good fit. But they're still coming out regardless. Cocaine Bear, I'd say more spring-summer, but it's coming out in the winter. So it's going to be in theaters pretty soon. I forgot how soon it was approaching, but I'm excited to see it. I'm going to engage with it. I'm sure many of you will too, and I'd love to hear your thoughts down below on the project if you wish to disclose your perspective. I hope it's good. I hope the trailers are just as fun as the movie. I mean, sometimes you have the case where it's not. Sometimes the trailers are a giant misdirect, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to default on Phil Lord and Chris Miller and a great cast of actors here. I think we're looking at a fun, entertaining movie that will hopefully, for Elizabeth Banks' sake, restore her reputation. We'll see what happens with Cocaine Bear as it makes its way into theaters, but I'm excited for it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Before you bounce, feel free to drop a like and comment, subscribe to this channel with a ding on the bell, and share this video with your friends. And consider checking out the description here. There you'll find links to my other channels, as well as addresses to my other social media accounts and ways you can help support my work if you feel so inclined. May God bless you, and looking forward to when our paths cross again.